Hello everyone, this is Sharon Weller from Perth, Australia, coming to you live. Welcome to my live broadcast this afternoon. I just want to say hi to A. Medlock and Joe Stevens. Welcome guys, and a big apology for leaving everybody in the lurch yesterday afternoon. I started this broadcast yesterday afternoon and got about 5 minutes into it, then got one of those calls that you don't want to receive in the middle of the night. So I had to rush off to the hospital. So sincere apologies for that. The patient is doing fine, and what I was going to do yesterday, I thought I would recap and go over today, because I am experiencing quite a bit of issues at the moment with the system. So my topic today is TBC, the billion coin, and we need 3 days to catch up with current migration requests. I don't know about the requests, but I am having a lot of system issues. So we're going to get into that. What else was I going to say? I know there was quite a bit, but it will come to me. I think we'll get straight into it, and then if I've got time at the end, then I'll bring it up there. So I'm going to share my screen. Should be actually quite an expert at sharing my screen, but no, I will stuff up. I can guarantee that. So have I clicked the right button? Oh yeah. Now, here we go. So this is where I think I got up to yesterday. And the moral of this picture is he's busy working on his computer, right? And he knows he's got a certain amount of time to get things done before something goes amiss. Right. Now, be aware we may take the server offline from time to time during immigration to speed up the process. Okay. Now that's a good thing. It's a bad thing if you're in between transactions and things like that, because that means your transaction is going to get cancelled, and you never know when the server is going to come back online. So you've got to keep trying and trying until the transaction actually is completed. That's the only down thing when they take the server offline. Don't worry about that. You can do transactions when it is up, but no transactions can be done while the server is offline. Okay, plain and simple, people. It may pay to just do a test run to see if the server is offline, okay? And that will save you some stress. Otherwise, just don't do it. Don't do any transactions until after migration. Like I said to some of the other broadcasters, I'm not doing any transactions because I can't guarantee it's going to complete. The whole transaction is going to be a flow-on process. I've had lots of friends who had their transactions cancelled, not once, not twice, but up to 4 times, just trying to complete one transaction. And they were under a bit of stress while they were trying to complete that. So I will save myself the stress and not make any transactions just yet until after everybody that I'm doing transactions with have migrated. That way they don't lose their cookies. Now, we have already received thousands of requests to migrate coins from the old wallet to the new wallet, and we will need about 3 days to complete those requests to migrate. That's just plain and simple, people. Plain and simple. Now, I also wanted to show you a link, your old wallet link. You need to actually, no, the new wallet you need to attach to the old wallet link. So, okay. But I can't show you it because I am having problems trying to get into my Kringle Cash back office. So I have problems just like everybody else. And the best way to deal with that, when you're having problems, see this contact down here? Click into that, and that is in your TBC, the billioncoin.info, right at the bottom, and send a message to admin. Now, not too long ago, I got my reply that I was having login issues, which was the 3, word login details. For some strange reason, I'm having problems. So I let them know I was a daily broadcaster, and I got my reply back quick. In other words, do another password. So this is where you go to send a message to admin about if you're having any issues with trying to log into Kringle Cash back office, or even trying to log into the Billion Coin, okay? If you're having transaction issues, then you go through the Kringle Cash back office. Now, and I can't show you that because I cannot get into it. So I'm sorry about that. Now, so admin needs 3 days to complete those requests. Now, this came out not yesterday morning, so they should have 2 days to go now, or possibly 1. Now, I'll read the next sentence. If you haven't already started the process of migration, please wait till next week to start. Makes sense to me. I mean, there's certainly no rush why we have to migrate just yet. I would pull back a little, especially after the month of May, because what is going to happen is after the 28th, Monday the 28th, that's the last day for Send Button members to get their last 1 million in free cookies, because that will be the last Send Button meeting. So after the 28th, around about 29th or 30th of May, there's going to be a lot of people hitting the redemption button. So I would actually wait till sometime next week, actually June, sometime in the 1st or 2nd week of June before you want to migrate, because there's going to be little bumps in the road. There is never a straightforward flow-on effect when it comes to migrating or upgrading a new system. Okay. So admin is saying we have trained most of the staff on migrating the coins. Sorry. Great. On migrating the coins, and we can manually do about 2,000 migrations a day. Okay, at 2,000 migrations a day, why didn't they have an automatic upgrade? When you're doing a process manually, that does take some time, especially when you've got a huge membership like TBC has. So you're 2,000 a day and there's 3 million plus members. That's a lot. That really is a lot. At this time, most of the migration process is done manually, and it does take time to do it. There we go. If needed, we will build, here we go, an automated system to take over the whole migration process, but it will take about 3 weeks to develop that kind of system. Okay, so they haven't got it in the backup. Doesn't matter. The main thing is we don't want people to do any transactions on the old wallet while we are in the process of migrating them over to the new wallet. And that makes sense. Okay. Joe Stevens is saying, I think what's happened is people are rushing to migrate, think they can push big transactions through. Well, you can't. You cannot push transactions through, okay? You can, if you, like I said, there's 3 million plus members. They're only doing about 2,000 migrations a day, and that's manually a day. And they will absolutely, admin will absolutely make sure that the flow on from the old system to the new system is complete without any bumps in the road before they go switch over to an automated system. Now, when they do it like that, when they do it manually, it is a time-consuming way of doing it. Okay, but I understand why they're doing it manually instead of the automated process, because they want to iron the kinks out of the process. Remember, people, this is 2 years old. This system is only 2 years old, and it was first expanded April 2017. Okay. Just before it hit 188,000. So we are May 2018 and we are 3 million plus members. Big jump from 188 to 3 million plus members. Okay, so don't press that and be trigger happy and try and get lots of transactions through. You're going to shut down the system, or you're going to have a lot of cancelled transactions. Okay. Like I said, the old coin network is not compatible with the new coin network. So admin had to upgrade regardless, because the old coin network was just sending up too many issues because it couldn't cope naturally. And this time next year, I expect them to upgrade again. Okay, I mean, it's not to say this time next year there's 100 million members. Well, the system we have today may not cope with the 100 million members next year, so that it's quite possible they have to upgrade again. And that's a good thing. Don't think that what they create today is going to be perfect and is going to support every member. Remember, their target is 1 billion, 1 billion members. And we're only in 3 million. So I can guarantee they're going to upgrade the system. How many times between now and the 1 billionth person? I don't know. But admin is going for a membership number. They already know what their target is. Okay, so it's up to the members, and it is also up to admin to, every time the membership increases, they will upgrade. They will upgrade the system where it is necessary. I'm just going to have a look in the chat, what's going on. Okay, Joe is saying the migration process, because they have to wait for the TBC to be transferred first. That is taking a few days as well. Then they have to get in line and wait for the second button, which takes a while. Okay. And Joe's correct. Like Joe said, you've got to complete the transactions first, all right? And migration is only going, working at the speed of 2,000 a day. Now, how many they have got, how many members admin has completed and have gone to the new wallet? Well, I'm not quite sure as to the numbers, but I'm not even going to guess whether they've got half the membership across. So we'll carry on from there. Those that have migrated already may have noticed that they did not have to verify their email account in the process of registration on the new wallet. Now, I'm not quite sure why they would have to verify their email accounts in the process registration of the new wallet. I thought they would. I thought they would have at this stage. My biggest concern has to do with passwords on the new wallet. Yes. People need to be better at being personally responsible. Okay. Now, when it comes to passwords and something new, and what I have done is not rely on old passwords, okay? You want to create a brand spanking new password. And there's lots of ways you can do that. You can go to Google and go new passwords. And Google creates a password for you, a brand new one. And it's a combination of letters, numbers, and all those other things. I've forgotten the word. So it may pay, as we go into the new wallet, TBC web wallet, to start with brand new passwords right across all the systems like Kringle Cash, you know, the TBC, the billioncoin.info, and oh, great, I'm having a nanny moment. So Kringle Cash, the .info, and your third system, which was the web wallet, of course. Okay, so you've got your three systems: TBC web wallet, the billion coin, and your Kringle Cash. So, like it says in the 3-day process in the blog, it may pay to change your password when you once you have totally migrated, okay? You don't want to hang on to old passwords and bring it across, especially if you have a huge amount of coins in your TBC web wallet. Hello, Marianne. Okay. If you forget your password, you have lost all your TBC money. There is no way to recover your password to your new wallet at this time. Wow. Okay. If you forget your password, you have lost all your TBC money. There is no way to recover your password to your wallet at this time. In other words, do not rely on memory. Okay, I don't rely on my memory. I write everything down. Now, I don't know about you, but this is where I write everything down. Passwords, the systems I am using, writing the passwords down, not save it to a Word document on the computer somewhere. No, do not do that. You might get some scammer that breaks into your computer, like they get into Facebook pages and rob you of your ID. So do not save your passwords to a Word document on your computer. The other thing that you can do is save it to a mini hard drive, like so. Now you can save it to that and do not leave it plugged into your computer. Put it in your drawer. So do not copy and paste, okay? And this is the other thing. When you are getting into Kringle Cash back office, it tells you to copy and tells you to enter your password in. Do not copy the password. Write it down somewhere on a piece of paper and manually enter it into the system. At this stage, you may save yourself a lot of headache later. Actually, I should have done that and followed my own words. But do not copy and paste, because most of us are experiencing losing things. Well, I haven't lost any money yet, and that's through copying and pasting your password, but I'm getting locked out of certain systems, okay, because I was copying and paste. So don't copy and paste, write it down, re-enter it manually. Of course, it takes time, but hey, at least you'll get in, okay? What else have we got it? Right. Now, we all feel really bad when that kind of thing happens, especially when you lose money, you feel like, oh, somebody's kicked you in the guts. You can't blame anybody. Anybody else, you can't blame the system. You got to take a look in the mirror. Little things makes all the difference, people. Remember the little things. Okay, one thing I can tell you that I had when I was younger and working on working in admin myself, I was very blasé when it comes to systems. In other words, everything I've just said today, I was doing it because you get into that repetitive mode of doing it day in, day out. Okay? So when you do something, it's like you're automated. And you just become really blasé about things, and then you just a flick of a keyboard, a key stroke, and then you're entering in numbers, you're entering alpha numbers and letters, and then you go hit enter. Well, if you've entered a wrong keystroke, you can't get it back. You can't blame the system. And there was a time, okay, it was very fun. What I did was very funny to management, and I'm talking to CEO and mining managers. Wasn't so funny for me because I am really pedantic about what I do. But long story short, I always make sure that I have the spell corrector on, okay? So, and at that time, I was all about inventory, or not so much inventory, but movement of, at the time I was working in manganese, from pit to boat, okay? And I was all about the tonnage. Now, I knew the weight of every, what do you call it, dump trucks of those days, and I had to know the certain weights of each vehicle. The thing is, one day I was sending an email. Now, okay, and I had my spell check on, and I was welcoming a new mining CEO to a new mine site, but welcoming him to the company, and also making myself known to this guy, all right? So I was letting him know from this day forward what I required from him. Now, the thing is, even though you may work in the bottom of the food chain, when it comes to the hierarchy of wages, you got the CEO down there and you've got whoever down here. Well, I was out to the left side because I was answerable to the man who paid the top men's wages. Okay. Anyway, I welcomed this guy. I sent him a link saying, please can you update the stock take counts book sheet, or something to that effect. Well, long story short, okay, everybody spell count. Now, what word do you get if you forget to type the O? Good. So that is what I had typed, welcoming this new CEO manager to the company, and I had that word, please send me the stock take count without the O in it, spreadsheet back to me. When I found out, okay, this is what happens, and it's quite easy to do. when I found out what I had done, yes, Joe, that is how you spell count. Well, drop the O, and then what do you have? Now, for me, that is a big thing. What has that got to TBC? When you lose money, that is a big thing. The feeling is the same because you pride yourself on doing everything correct, okay? So I had to wear egg on my face for a week. But the pain of it all, because I was just too blasé when I was typing, it's easily done. So when it says here, sadly, too many members have attempted, oh, not that one. Okay. Personal responsibility, that if you forget your password to the new wallet, then you have lost all of your TBC coins. The feeling is the same because you do, you know, you're typing away, you don't stop and, you know, you don't take note. Sometimes you just do it. It's repetitive, it's automatic. So you don't stop and have a look and recheck your work. I can guarantee there's a lot of TBCians out there that does that. They don't check their work or take this policy serious and be responsible, because at the end of the day, the only person they can yell at is themselves, just like I yelled at myself for sending that spreadsheet to that manager. He thought it was funny. I didn't. It was a reflection of me. Okay? Now, soon an area will open for the new members to set up a new wallet. They will need to pay the $10 admin fee. They will need to pay the $10 admin fee through the Kringle Cashback office and complete the send button test of 10 questions. Right. First, before they register a new wallet. Okay. Now that it pays, when we get to this part, it pays just to do one step at a time. First is pay the $10 fee. Get that through. Okay? Pay the $10 fee. Make sure you have paid in the status before you do the next step. Okay? Do not pay the $10 fee and then go to the send button test. No. Pay the $10 fee, wait until you see the status paid. Then go and do the send button test. All right? Of the 10 questions before they register a new wallet. Okay, now I think a lot of the members have really thrashed that one, but there's still so many people out there that just pays it and then goes to the next step. Okay. Otherwise, the new wallet will not have a send button. Pay the $10 fee. Wait till your status has said paid. and then do the next step. 3 things you can do to hurry that paid status along is send an email to admin with the Bitcoin address you have sent the $10, paid the $10 to. So you've got the Bitcoin address. You've got the ID hash, which is the actual transaction that that says that you have completed, you actually paid your $10 fee. Okay? Simple steps to help you get that paid status quicker on your back office, Kringle Cash back office. Now, okay. Otherwise, the new wallet will not have the send button, so please don't jump ahead and set up the new wallet first. Go to the account area of your Kringle Cash back office and complete payment there, and wait for your payment to confirm before you take the send button test. That's exactly what I said. Okay? So pay your $10 and then wait until your account status says paid. Now, I would show you paid in my Kringle Cash back office, but I can't get into it. Oh my gosh, okay. And we have come to the end of it. I actually completed the whole, I totally forgot about the time. So that is what we do. Now, what does Dr. Joe says? And most of us will get it right. It will be that minor few that will forget their password and where is the blame going to go. Yeah, totally agree with you, Joe. So, when it comes to the new wallet, yes, by all means, complete what they are saying, but do it in steps, okay? Do not rush, because like they said, do not attempt to do any transactions between the old and the new wallet, and also do not forget your password. Otherwise, you'll lose everything in your TBC web wallet. So that's it from me today, people. So sorry we went over time. And we'll catch up same time tomorrow, new topic, and I'll see you then. Slot 41, if I can book myself in. Okay, bye.